This is New York firefighter Raphael Porriette for Firehouse Subs. Every day, a part of every sub you buy at Firehouse Subs helps provide life-saving equipment for first responders. And now, for a limited time, they're introducing the Daily Sub Special. Every day, get a medium sub of the day for just $5.55. They kick it off with Meatball Monday and finish it off with Italian Sunday, with something delicious every day in between for just $5.55. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives. Tap the banner now to learn more.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode, I can't believe I'm saying this, 1000. Whoops, dropped it there for a second. Okay, I'll stop. Episode 1000 of this show. And in November, on November 20th, as a matter of fact, 2010, I signed on for the first time. And I've just got to play this for you because you'll see that the quality of the show is a lot different and I sound a lot different.
Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman. I'm known professionally as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for close to 40 years now. And welcome to No BS Job Search Advice, my radio show that I'm launching today. I've been a search professional for close to 40 years now, and frankly, what I've learned over the course of time is that most job hunters really are not good at finding work. They may be excellent at their craft, but frankly, they need some coaching and some help. So from that humble, pathetic start, No BS Job Search Advice Radio now has more shows in iTunes than any other podcast on job search since inception. And the number 2 show is my other show, which is called Job Search Radio. That one is a few hundred shows behind this one and will always be that way because that one's now 6 days a week. This one's now 7. Obviously, the audio quality's gotten a lot better. I no longer do recruiting, having transitioned into coaching where I work with people worldwide. I converted from a weekly show back at the beginning to now a daily show. But along the way, what I've done is I've developed some thoughts about what job hunters should be doing in order to be more successful in their careers and in their searches. And the first one is to encourage you folks to realize no one is looking out for you at work. Now, this is one of the hardest things people need to hear, but their employer doesn't really care about them. You are a tool to accomplish what they want. They don't really care about you. Your boss or manager may tell you a bunch of things at review time or in between that communicates how important you are to the organization, but do not abdicate your future to mommy and or daddy company you work for. They look out for their needs, and rightly so, not yours. Number 2, it starts with courage. Job hunting is going to force you to challenge a number of your assumptions about professional success. If you're like most people, you will probably be rejected many times before you're hired. Putting yourself in the way of others' judgments and opinions, right and often wrong, is courageous. Don't shirk that. Go right toward it. Number 3, practice will help you become better. If you've never heard the story of Michael Jordan practicing foul shots, Jordan would practice by walking to the foul line, repeating his shooting ritual, and sink the first shot. And the next time, just before shooting, he would close his eyes and shoot. After all, the rim was still 15 feet away and 10 feet above the ground. Closing his eyes made him pay attention to his mechanics and how it felt. Job hunters, unfortunately, tend to job hunt by shooting with their eyes shut until they have experienced enough pain to start learning how to do it better. You should learn first and then close your eyes, not the other way around. Number 4, coaching is going to help you a lot. Great athletes all have coaches. Great entertainers do too. Most people try to figure it out on their own without an ally to help them perform at a high level. After all, you're an amateur when it comes to job hunting,
and a pro at what you do. This is a skills deficiency that's easily correctable with coaching. Maybe you have a friend or mentor, a wife, husband, or partner who's knowledgeable. You can hire a coach through LinkedIn's Pro Finder feature, or of course hire me. No matter, you have an idea about what you should do. A coach will help you correct before there's too much pain and too much suffering occurring. Number 5, figure out what's most important to you in your next job or organization before you start job hunting. Until you can define what success looks like in your search to the same degree your employer has in choosing someone to do the job, or better than some of them do, but that's a different conversation, you have no idea whether this will be the right role or whether you should keep looking. Your uncertainty about what you're looking for and how to evaluate for it is part of the reason that somewhere between 50 and 60% of new hires fail. I want you to hear that one again. 50 to 60% of new hires fail. Number 6, learn how to job hunt before you need to. If you drove from New York to Boston without working GPS or any maps, you might have a vague idea of how to get there, but you're probably going to get lost many times and make many wrong turns. Job hunters do that all the time. They are clueless about how to search, having let their networks disappear on them and suddenly lurch into action to find work and do this again and again and again. You don't have to figure it out when there's real or imagined pressure on you to find a job. Be proactive instead of reactive. Number 7, branding and networking work together. It is amazing to me that the least listened to shows on No BS Job Search Advice Radio are branding episodes. Branding and networking are intertwined with one another as critical career development strategies, yet most of you view it as little more than window dressing. Your brand will help you cultivate your network. Your work will help you confirm your brand. Your brand and network, when congruent, will help lead you into your next position, as well as a successful career. Number 8, it's easy to blame others for struggles. I want you to hear that one. It's easy to blame other people when you're struggling. It's hard to look in the mirror and look at our partner problems when we don't practice and just wing it during interviews. When you let your network go to hell, when you have a resume and LinkedIn profile that are ordinary, when you have no forethought about your job search endgame when you get to negotiations with your new employer, when you refuse to ask for help, well, one finger is pointing at others and blaming them, and 4 fingers are pointed back at you. You are often your biggest problem. You want to change your circumstances without any effort. How often does that work? Now, this is number 9, and it's a bonus for you. I haven't done the video about this yet, and it certainly hasn't been on the show yet. But what's obvious to me is messaging on LinkedIn is now a game changer. Again, this is going to be a subject for a show soon, but the ability to message a recruiter who doesn't call back, reach out to a hiring manager for feedback, know when they're online because of the little green dot message, the little green dot. The ability to message more people and get pretty immediate responses changes a lot for all of us. There's going to be less hiding from people, which creates more transparency. And that goes both ways. You won't be able to duck that recruiter so easily who's trying to schedule you for an interview that now you don't want to go on. There's a lot more I could cover here, but these are some of the major themes from 1,000 episodes. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not and you just happen to pick this up at random, I hope you do choose to subscribe. And before I go off, I just want to say thank you. And if you're interested in my coaching you, you can listen to the ending here. Hope you have a great day, and thank you again. And in the meantime, so that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/thebiggamehunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.